One wrong move at the Hudson Rodeo could destroy Amy forever. And a secret from the past is about to explode. Trust will be shattered. And nothing in Heartland will ever be the same. Episode 6, Under the Lights, immediately dives into the chaos left behind from Episode 5. And the tension is electric from the first moment. Amy is under more pressure than ever. Her reputation is still hanging by a thread after Polaris got sick. And now every decision she makes feels like it could either save her or destroy her. At the Hudson Rodeo, the stakes are high, and you can see it written all over Amy's face. Every horse, every score, every performance feels like a test. Not just for her skills, but for the trust the entire community has in her. The pressure isn't just external. Internally, Amy is battling fear and doubt, wondering if she'll ever fully regain the respect she deserves. Watching her interact with Polaris is heart-stopping, because you can feel the weight of the past week's events in every glance, every touch, every small victory she achieves with him. Meanwhile, Gracie's role continues to hover like a storm cloud. There's still a question mark over her actions from the previous episode. And even though there's no proof of anything malicious, the tension between her and Amy is palpable. Every time they're in the same space, there's a subtle energy that suggests a confrontation is imminent. And Amy, being the perfectionist she is, can't ignore it. You can tell that even if Gracie didn't do anything, Amy's mind is replaying every possible scenario, making the audience question, is there more to Gracie's actions than meets the eye? This episode doesn't make it easy to relax. It thrives on suspense and keeps you guessing. While Amy is dealing with her challenges, Taya's frustration hasn't disappeared. After Polaris fell ill, she's still visibly upset and skeptical of Amy's abilities. But at the rodeo, the dynamics are shifting. Everyone is watching. And the way people respond to Amy's handling of the competition is almost a live test of her reputation. You can feel her nerves in every interaction, her focus, her determination, and her subtle reactions to the crowd and other competitors all show a girl fighting, not just for her own credibility, but for the bond she shares with the horses she loves. Lindy and Nathan's storyline in this episode is the emotional anchor. Their reconciliation in Episode 5 set the stage for deeper connection, and in Episode 6, we finally see the payoff. Nathan's patience and steady support have created a soft, almost invisible bridge between him and Lindy, and the small details, like sharing moments with Nathan's dog or appreciating the swing Gracie made, make their growth feel natural. The audience gets to witness a bond forming slowly but surely. A bond that's set against the chaos of Amy's challenges and the intensity of the rodeo. It's subtle but grounding, giving viewers moments to breathe in between the suspense and tension. Dex's arc continues to surprise and inspire. He's still processing life without hockey. And Episode 6 presents him with a new path that's both exciting and daunting. The rodeo isn't just a backdrop, it's a catalyst for Dex, giving him an opportunity to discover a new passion. His care for Spartan shows his natural empathy. And the episode emphasizes that Dex isn't just there to ride horses. He's learning responsibility, patience, and how to channel his energy into something constructive. Jack's guidance remains steady, providing a quiet mentorship that allows Dex to explore his potential without the pressure that has weighed on him in the past. And then there's Katie, who finally steps into her own moment of triumph after struggling with motivation and self-confidence. Episode 6 highlights her growth in a way that feels earned. Her performance with the Hudson Wilds flag team is more than just a competition. It's a declaration of her talent, resilience, and determination. The way she supports River, even after their misunderstandings, shows the depth of their budding friendship. Katie's arc in this episode is about proving to herself and to everyone around her that she has the skills, courage, and heart to succeed. Her journey isn't just personal, it's inspiring. And it adds a layer of optimism to an episode full of suspense and tension. Even with all these character arcs intersecting, Episode 6 keeps the focus tightly on stakes and suspense. Every small decision, glance, and interaction is loaded with potential consequences. From Amy's precarious reputation to the growing tension between her and Gracie. From Lindy and Nathan's subtle but meaningful growth to Dex discovering a new path, and Katie stepping into the spotlight. This episode masterfully juggles multiple storylines without losing intensity. The rodeo setting isn't just a backdrop, it amplifies every emotional beat, every triumph, and every potential disaster. And as the episode progresses, it's impossible not to feel that something could go wrong at any second, keeping viewers glued to the screen. As the rodeo unfolds in Episode 6, the tension around Amy doesn't let up for a second. Every interaction feels like walking on a tightrope, even though she's worked tirelessly to prepare Polaris. Doubts from the crowd and whispers from other competitors hang in the air like storm clouds. Amy knows she has to prove herself, not just in performance but in character. Every moment with Polaris matters because a single mistake could undo all the trust she's been rebuilding. What's fascinating here is how the writers show Amy's internal struggle through small, almost imperceptible actions, the way she hesitates before stepping into the arena, the careful way she checks her horse, the subtle glances at Talia and the other owners. You can feel her heartbeat in every line and movement, and it makes the audience completely invested in whether she'll succeed or not. The potential confrontation with Gracie lingers like an unspoken threat. Amy can't shake the thought that something might still be off with Gracie, and although there's no proof that she poisoned the horses, the fear of betrayal adds an extra layer of suspense. The tension escalates every time they're near each other, and viewers can sense that a single comment or action could spark a full-blown argument. It's not just about the horses anymore, it's about trust, pride, and relationships. Amy has to navigate all of this while under the spotlight of the rodeo, which amplifies her stress exponentially. This combination of personal stakes and public performance makes the episode feel charged with an almost electric energy. Meanwhile, Lindy and Nathan's story continues to give a softer counterbalance to the intensity of Amy's arc. But it's far from boring. Nathan's patience and attentiveness are still paying off. Their connection grows in small but meaningful ways, sharing quiet moments, enjoying the swing Gracie made, laughing over minor mishaps at the rodeo. These details aren't just filler, they're critical to showing character growth. The way Lindy slowly opens up to Nathan demonstrates that reconciliation isn't just about solving past problems. It's about building something sustainable, and the episode captures that beautifully. Even subtle gestures, like Lindy seeking Nathan's advice or simply appreciating his presence, give the audience hope that their bond will strengthen, providing emotional relief amid Amy's high-stakes challenges. Dex's journey in this episode is equally gripping, though in a different way. As he explores the rodeo environment, you can see him weighing every possibility for his future. Life without hockey was hard, and episode 6 uses the rodeo to highlight the tension between holding onto the past and embracing a new path. Dex's interactions with Jack are key here. Jack is patient and encouraging without being overbearing, letting Dex find his own rhythm and passion. It's inspiring to watch Dex shift from hesitation to genuine excitement, and it gives the audience a satisfying sense of hope that he can redefine himself beyond what's already been lost. Dex taking care of Spartan also serves as a reminder of his compassion and sense of responsibility, reinforcing that his journey isn't just about career choices, it's about growth, maturity, and emotional depth. Katie's storyline reaches a pivotal moment in episode 6, marking a turning point for her character. Her performance with the Hudson Wilds flag team is more than just a competition, it's the culmination of her personal growth. She's no longer the girl struggling with motivation. She's focused, determined, and capable. But the tension is still present because flag competitions aren't easy and the stakes feel real. Katie supporting River after their earlier argument shows maturity beyond her years, and the audience can feel that this friendship might become one of the strongest bonds in the season. The writers have carefully balanced her triumphs with lingering challenges, making every victory feel earned. You're not just watching Katie succeed, you're feeling it alongside her, which is what makes the episode so gripping. Even as all these storylines unfold simultaneously, episode 6 masterfully keeps the suspense alive. Amy's struggle to rebuild her reputation, the unresolved questions about Gracie, Lindy and Nathan's delicate reconciliation, Dex finding a new path, and Katie stepping into the spotlight all intersect in ways that keep viewers on edge. Nothing feels predictable. The rodeo setting amplifies every tension point, the cheers, the competition, and the inevitable missteps all feed into a sense that disaster could strike at any moment. By the end of this section, it's clear that Heartland isn't just delivering drama, it's delivering a carefully crafted story, where every action has consequences, and every character's choices ripple through the narrative, leaving viewers eager and anxious to see what happens next. As the rodeo continues, Amy faces moments that test not only her skill but her composure. Each performance becomes a reflection of everything she's been through this season. Watching her prepare Polaris for the next round is almost nerve-wracking. Every step is calculated, every touch filled with care, and you can feel the anxiety radiating off her. Amy knows that one mistake could set her back months in rebuilding her reputation, and the tension is so thick that it's almost a character on its own. What makes this episode thrilling is how the writers layer the suspense through small moments, like a horse hesitating, a judge's skeptical glance, or a whisper from the crowd. These tiny details combine to create a sense that anything could go wrong at any second, keeping viewers glued to the screen. Meanwhile, Gracie's presence continues to hover over Amy like a shadow. Although the episode doesn't immediately confirm any wrongdoing, the subtle exchanges between them keep the audience guessing. The tension is palpable whenever they share a space. Amy's suspicion, whether justified or not, adds another layer to her challenges. And the audience is left wondering if a confrontation might finally explode into something bigger. It's the kind of suspense that keeps you leaning forward, waiting for the moment when secrets, misunderstandings, or hidden resentment will come to light. And the best part is that the episode doesn't rush at the slow burn of uncertainty. Makes the eventual resolutions more satisfying. Lindy and Nathan's storyline also takes interesting turns in episode 6. Their reconciliation is solidifying, and the small, meaningful gestures between them are showing a relationship built on trust and understanding. Nathan's patience is paying off, and Lindy is finally letting her guard down. There's a quiet joy in their interactions, whether it's Lindy appreciating the swing Gracie made, or taking a moment to be present with Nathan's dog that balances the high tension. Elsewhere in the episode, their story is an emotional anchor, giving viewers a softer, more heartwarming side to the episode, while still keeping the pacing tight and engaging. It's the kind of relationship growth that feels earned because it's built on small, authentic moments rather than rushed drama. Dex's journey is becoming one of the most surprising arcs of the season. The rodeo presents him with new opportunities, and episode 6 emphasizes his struggle between clinging to the past and embracing a new life direction. His interactions with Jack are crucial here. Jack doesn't just guide him. He lets Dex discover things for himself, which is key to Dex's growth. Watching Dex gain confidence with each attempt and caring for Spartan at the same time shows how deeply his character is evolving. This dual focus on emotional growth and skill development makes his arc feel grounded, relatable, and genuinely exciting to watch. Dex isn't just learning to ride, he's learning to trust himself again, which resonates with viewers on a personal level. Katie's storyline in episode 6 reaches a peak moment with her first big Hudson Wilds flag team performance. Her journey from self-doubt to determination is inspiring. The episode gives her challenges that feel real, balancing performance anxiety with the pressure of representing her team, but it also shows her resilience. Supporting River after their misunderstanding highlights Katie's maturity and reinforces the idea that true friendship requires effort and understanding. The audience can feel the stakes because this isn't just a competition for Katie. It's a defining moment in her growth as a character. Every cheer, every small mistake, and every success in her performance contributes to a sense of suspense and accomplishment that mirrors the highs and lows of the other storylines. By this point in episode 6, the stakes are interwoven perfectly. Amy's fight to restore her reputation, the unresolved tension with Gracie, Lindy and Nathan's growing bond, Dex discovering a new passion, and Katie stepping into the spotlight all collide to create a dense, emotionally charged narrative. The rodeo isn't just a setting, it amplifies every tension point, highlighting each character's strengths, weaknesses, and choices. The episode keeps viewers on edge while providing moments of warmth, relief, and satisfaction. It's storytelling that balances suspense, emotion, and character growth seamlessly, making it impossible to look away. By the end of this section, it's clear that every storyline is reaching critical points, and the audience is left wondering how everything will come together in the final moments. As the Hudson Rodeo continues, episode 6 ratchets the tension even higher, and Amy's challenges become more visible to everyone around her. Each performance with Polaris is nerve-wracking, and you can see the audience holding their breath along with her. What makes this episode so gripping is how it doesn't just focus on the competition. It focuses on Amy's internal struggle. She's not just riding. She's defending her credibility, her passion, and the bond she shares with her horses. The stakes are deeply personal, and the writers make sure every interaction reflects that pressure. You can feel the weight of each step, each jump, each glance from the judges or Taya. Every move matters, and the suspense is constant. The tension with Gracie is building subtly but significantly, even without any overt confrontation. The way Amy reacts to Gracie's presence creates an undercurrent of anxiety that keeps viewers guessing. There's a constant question: will Gracie's past actions come back to haunt Amy? Or will it all be a misunderstanding that tests trust and patience? The episode plays this beautifully, keeping the audience on edge while avoiding unnecessary melodrama. It's a delicate balance, and it works perfectly because it feels real. Amy's struggle isn't just external. It's emotional and psychological, and the writing ensures that every viewer can feel it. Meanwhile, Lindy and Nathan's storyline adds a warm counterpoint to the tension. Their bond is growing, and episode 6 highlights how small gestures and thoughtful moments matter as much as grand reconciliations. Lindy's willingness to spend more time with Nathan's dog, the joy she takes in the swing Gracie made, and her openness to Nathan's support all signal that their relationship is genuinely mending. These moments provide a subtle, comforting relief from the intensity of Amy's arc. But they're also important because they show character growth that feels earned and realistic. It's the kind of storytelling that keeps viewers emotionally invested in multiple layers of the episode at once. Dex's journey reaches new heights as he begins to embrace the possibilities the rodeo offers him. Each interaction with Jack and every moment he spends with Spartan is filled with tension and excitement, highlighting his growth in skill, confidence, and maturity. Dex is learning not only to ride but to navigate challenges, take responsibility, and adapt to a completely new path in life. The suspense comes not from external threats, but from the stakes of personal growth. Will he rise to the occasion? Or will doubt and hesitation hold him back? This emotional tension is just as compelling as the rodeo performances themselves. Katie's story reaches a critical turning point in episode 6, as her performance with the Hudson Wilds flag team is not only a test of skill but also of character. The episode emphasizes her growth, resilience, and focus, showing viewers that she's finally stepping into her own power. Supporting River through earlier misunderstandings further highlights Katie's maturity and emotional intelligence, making her victories feel deeply satisfying. The suspense in her storyline comes from the pressure of performing under the watchful eyes of her team, the judges, and herself. Every success and misstep carries weight, and the audience is fully aware that this moment is as significant emotionally as it is competitively. By the end of this section, episode 6 has layered suspense, tension, and emotional arcs across all characters flawlessly. Amy's fight to restore her reputation, the subtle but looming threat of Gracie, Lindy and Nathan's developing relationship, Dex discovering a new purpose, and Katie proving herself to the world all converge to create a high-stakes, emotionally charged narrative. The rodeo serves not just as a setting but as a magnifier of every choice, every action, and every consequence, ensuring that viewers remain engaged, invested, and anxious for what comes next. The episode continues to balance suspense, heart, and character growth in a way that keeps the story dynamic and thrilling. As episode 6 reaches its climax, the stakes couldn't feel higher. Amy's entire season of hard work, trust, and dedication seems to hang by a thread, and every single moment at the Hudson Rodeo carries the weight of potential disaster. From the very beginning of the episode, the tension is palpable not just in her interactions with the horses, but in the reactions of the other competitors, the crowd, and even the judges. Every glance feels loaded with judgment, every whisper seems like it could tip the balance, and every small mistake could undo months of effort. Amy knows this, and the pressure is visible in every move she makes. From how she grooms Polaris to how she approaches the jumps, the writers do a masterful job of showing not just her external challenges, but also her internal battle, her fear, doubt, and determination all intertwined, making the audience feel as though they are right there with her in every nerve-wracking moment. What really drives the suspense in this episode is the lingering questions surrounding Gracie. Even though nothing is confirmed, Amy's mistrust and the subtle hints dropped throughout the rodeo keep the audience on edge. Every interaction between Amy and Gracie feels charged, like a storm is about to break. The tension is not just in dialogue, it's in the glances, the pauses, the unspoken words that speak louder than any confrontation. The audience can feel that if a single spark is ignited, it could lead to an argument that might affect more than just Amy's performance. It could ripple through relationships with Lindy, Nathan, and even the other writers. This constant undercurrent of uncertainty is what keeps viewers glued to the screen, unable to look away because the episode teases that anything could happen at any second. Lindy and Nathan's storyline in episode 6 provides a crucial emotional counterbalance to the suspense surrounding Amy while she faces public judgment and high-stakes competition. Lindy and Nathan show the power of patience, understanding, and rebuilding trust. Their interactions are filled with small, meaningful moments, the appreciation of Nathan's support, enjoying quiet time with his dog, and noticing the little gestures that Gracie made, like the swing, all of which signal that their relationship is slowly but surely healing. These moments are quiet compared to the drama of the rodeo, but they are no less powerful. They allow the audience to breathe while still being emotionally invested, and they highlight that even in a high-stakes environment, relationships and personal growth are just as significant as competition and reputation. Dex's journey in this episode is both surprising and inspiring. After struggling with the abrupt end of his hockey career, the rodeo provides him with a chance to discover a new passion. Watching him navigate the challenges of writing and caring for Spartan demonstrates growth in skill, confidence, and emotional maturity. His partnership with Jack is instrumental not because Jack tells him what to do, but because Jack allows Dex to find his own way, supporting him without pressure. This storyline emphasizes that suspense and drama don't always have to come from external conflicts. They can come from the stakes of personal growth. Dex's journey keeps viewers engaged because it's relatable. Everyone has moments where they need to reinvent themselves, face uncertainty, and learn to trust in their own abilities. Katie's arc reaches an emotional and narrative high in episode 6. Her performance with the Hudson Wilds flag team is about more than skill, it's about proving to hers Elf that she can overcome doubt, fear, and past struggles. Every moment of her preparation and performance is charged with tension. And the stakes feel incredibly high because this isn't just a competition. It's a statement of her growth, her determination, and her ability to shine in her own right. Supporting River through their earlier misunderstandings adds another layer of emotional depth, showing maturity, empathy, and the value of friendship. The episode makes it clear that Katie's success is not just personal. It's a reflection of the bonds she's built and the challenges she's overcome. And watching her succeed is both thrilling and heartwarming. What makes Section 5 truly gripping is how all these storylines intersect. Amy's battle to restore her reputation, the unresolved tension with Gracie, Lindy and Nathan's evolving relationship, Dex discovering a new path, and Katie proving herself all converge in a finale that is as suspenseful as it is emotionally satisfying. The rodeo setting acts as a magnifier for every tension point, the cheers from the crowd, the judgment from other competitors, and the unpredictability of the performances all combine to heighten the stakes. By the end of the episode, every character has faced a moment of risk, a choice that could change everything, and a challenge that tests not just skill but heart, resilience, and integrity. Heartland Season 19 Episode 6 proves that even amidst chaos, heartbreak, and uncertainty, growth, perseverance, and unexpected connections can shine through, leaving the audience fully invested, emotionally charged, and eagerly awaiting what comes next.